can never get those lights mounted out. It does look cool, but kind of annoying. Let me see if I got some pro, that's some pro shit right there. Why does everything seem so close, too? Why is there always so many problems? I saw a comment from Lumen of Mine. Said he was going through some of the newer videos. And whenever someone I watch, or I respect, or I like, comes on my channel, I'm always like, oh, please make them watch something good. Please don't let it be 15 minutes of Satan arguing with Peter Gabriel. Just have it be something that they get something out of. But whatever, you can't control that. I'm glad we got Josh Green to kick around now, because the problem with Satan is he was becoming too much of one of the guys. You know what I mean? Like, he used to be the guy everybody would pile on. But he's just, I don't know. He's become just too much of one of the guys. So we needed a new person that they could all, you know, bash on. And Josh Green has fit that bill perfectly. I wonder what's going on here. Oh, you see the old fake out. Yeah, I get the old fake out a lot. Like, I'm going to take it. No, I'm not. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? And then I stop like an idiot. You know? I don't know. Anywhere there's a curb cut, like, you know, a curb cut to go in, so you'll always get someone like that, where they pull up and they're like angling like they're gonna come in. So, you know, I'm a nice guy. I stop like a fool and let them go, and then they're like, no, I was just fucking with you. There's a lot of that here. You know, you get a lot of boredom because you have a lot of stupidity. So the problem is, people just like to fuck with you. I don't know what it is. Well, that is it. I just explained it. Let's go through the videos from yesterday, and there's like a 15 minutes of me cutting a promo on Zoomers. I had a bad experience with a Zoomer at a store, which is something that happens every day. And I was just going on and on about how they suck and shit and how they have no souls. And I was thinking about it today, coming to meet Nia, who ironically was having, at the same time, was having a Zoomer problem in the store she was in. This one right over here. She's just coming out of it going, these fucking kids, these young kids, they're fucking assholes. Like, they don't know how to talk. You know, that's like talking to a robot. And I was thinking about it on the way to meet her, because I was thinking about the video from yesterday. And I think, like, when they talk about last generation, in terms of, like, you know, end of time, end of days, last strip of ground that we had to go over, last strip of road we have left. It's almost like my generation, Generation X, was like the last kind of normal one, because millennials tend to be like Stepford wives. They're kind of like happy all the, not happy, but they're outwardly fake happy. I think that has something to do with everybody getting participation trophies when they were in school, and all these this strange messaging. I mean, I saw it happening at the time. Like, it was only like one generation away from when I went to school, and the kids going to school right after me were like they were getting fucking glad handled. They're getting like it was all kid glove shit. Like, no one could have their feelings hurt, nothing like that. It was really weird. And I think what it does is it creates a different kind of person. And then the generation after that, the Zoomers, they grew up online, so like they can't talk to people. Like, if you try to have a conversation with them, like a person-to-person interaction, it's like they don't know how to be socially acceptable. And that's coming from a schizophrenic. Like, they just, like the guy was going on about last night, he, outside of saying it says you owe 17 cents, which was the only thing he said. He didn't say anything. And I was talking to him, and his responses were like a combination of like, and head movements, because they don't know how to talk to people, because they were raised online. They don't even have the benefit of schooling, some of them. They Zoom school, and everything's fucking plywood over a hole. That's Hawaii right there. You know, I tell people that's Hawaii. You know, whatever. You're not gonna sue anybody here, that's for sure. They'll fucking disappear you, so you'll get lighthoused. But yeah, so they're not good with having interactions with people. It's almost like they're soulless. And millennials are a bit soulless too. Like with the Stepford Wives kind of thing is the best way to describe it. They're very neutral. I see it even among, like, you know, my nieces and nephews are cool. You know, I love them and stuff, but there's some of that neutrality there too. It's like they're just gonna go along with whatever. Things I would get mad about and freak out about as a person their age, they're just like, yeah, whatever. They're a lot more level-headed, but I don't think it's from a good place. I think it's from a place of like lack of spirit. Like it's like the well, millennials are kind of the first generation of people that weren't gonna have anything. You know, the Generation X people, if the boomers didn't pull the ladder up behind them, then some Generation X definitely did. There was going to be nothing left for anybody else, and that's what we've seen. You know, there is no house and 2 cars and one income to take care of a whole family. Now it's like 1 rented car, 4 jobs, and you're still struggling to take care of your family. It's like it's not possible to do, and yet somehow people do it. And there are people that have done better. They're lucky. You know, I see a lot of them here. Obviously, there's a lot of people on vacation here, tourists, and you know, there is a percentage. But I mean, there's a small percentage. But as the whole, like the largest percentage of the group, falls into that category of they're just not going to own anything. As a Generation X person, I had a chance. Not me. I never had a fucking chance. That was my attitude. That was the way I looked at everything from a very early age. I was like, fuck this shit. This isn't how this is supposed to be. I didn't know what it was supposed to be, and you know, I'm still trying to figure that out now. But I've always known that this wasn't what it was supposed to be, and that resolve has only grown stronger over time with knowledge and shit like that. The more I've learned and the more I've experienced, and come to find out it wasn't supposed to be like this at all. This was not supposed to be the default system where you stay on a hamster wheel producing gold for the Goldsteins, and then when you're too old to really enjoy anything, you're allowed to lay in a bed and die for how many years you have left. You really got to ask, like, well, what was the point of all that? And then you have those idiots that are like, well, life's what you make it. But it's like, no. What was the point of this? What was the point of this whole exercise? Well, you know, it's what you make it. It's what, no. Objectively, what was the point of me giving all my time, curtailing creativity often, or just, you know, neglecting other things that would have been great, to spend time studying, to get a piece of paper, to go to another level of school to get another piece of paper, and if you really want to make sure that you're taken care of, you got to get another piece of paper, and then if you're lucky enough, you get to produce gold on the wheel for Mr. Goldstein. And I don't mean to pick on Goldstein. That makes me think of Adam. I love Adam. I got a lot of YouTube views. I got a lot of buddies on Cut of the Jib, Robbie Bebop, Adam Goldstein. They're all Jews. They aren't getting their Jew check though. Like, you know, I rag a lot on the JQ thing and their control of power, but they don't all benefit from it. They have a tiered system in their group too. You know, I had always had them around. I'd use them in my band, and they never got their, you know, their due powers. There's a group within a group within a group. And in fact, in some cases, and this works into biblical prophecy, they throw themselves, their own people, under the bus way quicker than they will goyim sometimes, depending on what it is. In fact, part of this end times prophecy, I'm all over the place tonight. Part of the end times prophecy is they have to sacrifice a number of their people to get to the next level. It's a third temple. It's the temple thing, you know, building the third temple, Shirley Temple, Stone Temple Pilots, Illuminati confirmed. How did I get on the JQ? I got on the JQ somehow. It's fucking raining. I think I found myself saying that a lot. How do we get to the JQ? Practice, practice, practice. All right, it's raining, so I'm gonna go into Ross. But yeah, I don't dislike Zoomers and millennials. I just think a lot of them don't have a soul or any spirit, and a lot of them are robots. I think the last generation was really Generation X when they talk about last, and it says that too. Where does it talk about that? Is it the book Generation Swine? I don't know. I should before I start rolling this thing, I should think about what I'm going to say sometimes. Get my ducks in a row. All right, I'm going to go shop for Halloween decorations, Halloween home decor, which in my case is just home decor because it's fucking year round in my joint. Don't blame the teacher, blame the school.